People are already commenting. I don't know how
Wow,
that works.
how do you do
I
that?
have no idea.
How'd you comment already? We just
I don't
hit the play button.
I don't get it. I'll never get it.
Hi guys. Why did I choose a shirt? It's all droopy on me. I have a really bad habit today of really pushing all of Shanny's buttons, like all of them. Even like the deep, dark, secret ones. I'm just, there it is. There it is. It's her fault. I've been working so much I haven't seen her, so I have to tease her.
That's not how it works at all.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Love the vids. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Laguna, whatever your name was. Sorry.
You're a dork.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the sound of.
Would you?
I know.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
What?
Oh, you took the pillow out. That's a decorative pillow. Grab that one. I need decorative pillows. That's what I do. No, you can keep that one and move that one.
What?
I'm just saying.
I can't set up.
You can't?
Look, it's been a hard day.
Okay,
Been
you don't
a
have
hard
to.
day's night.
Okay.
Ah.
Then.
Okay. Hi guys. Dannon.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm trying to make her background look really pretty.
Oh.
This is what I do. Hi guys. Welcome. Ask us anything.
Anything.
He's being a butthole today.
I am not.
You're making fun of me all day
no.
long.
Well, that's not being a butthole. That's just being me.
You're just teasing me all day long.
I can't help it. You're so fun to tease. Anything.
You can ask us anything.
This is awkward. Why? It's your guys' fault. Any good TV show recommendations? You said anything. Good TV show. I'm not a big. I don't watch a lot of TV shows lately.
Big Brother.
But Shanny does. I liked.
I love King of Queens. I like older shows that.
You like '90s shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Full House, Home Improvement, King of Queens, Friends, I Love Lucy, all kinds of things.
You're a big TV watcher, like TV show watcher.
I like TV.
I liked. What was that show? What's it called? Burn Notice. That was a good one. I liked it.
You have all those on DVD.
No, I only have like the last or the first season.
I thought you did. We just like to buy our favorite shows on DVD so we can watch them over and over, like The Simpsons.
Pretty much.
I fall asleep to The Simpsons. You do too sometimes. Okay, I'm looking for some questions.
What are the questions?
Lemon wants to know, what's your victory of the day? Well, I went out and shopped.
We went shopping.
And I didn't kill him.
I'm appreciative of that. I wrapped a show out today, all morning and afternoon. And that was a lot of work because it was just me and I was doing props and set deck on it. So I had to turn a bunch of stuff and do all the paperwork and blah, 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 blah. And then go shopping with Shanny.
Yeah.
Thank you. Darcy says, how's it going, Shanny? Or how's therapy going?
How's therapy going?
Do you go to therapy?
Well, I talked to on my online.
Oh, that's right.
Going great. I need advice on how to deal with a friend who has an eating disorder. Just love her or him. Don't go up to them and be like, hey.
Why are you talking so softly?
Don't go up to him and be like, oh, hey, you look really skinny and I'm like, you need help. Like, realize that you're just their friend. There's not much more you can do rather than, except for like, encourage and do that. and then just like encourage them and tell them that you believe in them and you believe that they can be stronger and that they can get better. I don't like this angle. It looks weird to me.
What's wrong with the angle?
Here, you find a question for you.
I'm trying to get on, but it's not. It's oh, here we go. Whoa! Oh my goodness.
Put the Cheez-Its in it again.
Yeah.
That's for me.
It's
Cheez-Its.
sponsored by Cheez-Its, guys.
Well, I did a whole video
About Cheez-Its?
last week. No, like right here at this angle,
Yeah.
because the lighting is good at this angle, and I
What
didn't
do I love?
realize that the Cheez-Its were in the background the entire time. It's pretty funny.
What are your tips for properly communicating when you aren't doing well or Ed gets in the way?
You guys don't want to ask Danny stuff. He's never here.
You just said to ask one for you.
No, I meant for you. I said for you. I said find one about you.
Danny, what do you let? Sorry, Biz. Oh, jeez. Binsey,
Where are
Binsey
you looking?
says,
Binsey.
Danny, what do you love most about Shanny?
Today.
Today?
You should do it for today.
Okay.
I dare you.
For today, I love the fact that she puts up with my bullshit all the time and doesn't kill me. That's pretty something to love about somebody.
That's
If
true.
I can push all them buttons and you don't hate me, I think that's love. There you go.
I agree.
Story behind my necklace. So, strap in. This is a good one. This is carved out of cow bone. And when I got it, I was just going for the hook, right? But it's a shark too. And Shanny actually pointed that out. See how it's a shark too? Which I think is cool, double meaning. I got the wonderful opportunity to do a film shoot down in Fiji. They paid for everything. They flew us down there, hung out for 2.5 weeks on the freaking beach. They called it work. I didn't work. I didn't do a damn thing. I mean, I did work, but I didn't feel like it because I was in Fiji.
And I should have gone.
You really should have gone. Except
Or
you
not,
wouldn't
because I
have
had my
gone.
miscarriage while you were
Yeah,
gone.
that would have been a
That
hard
could have
thing.
been bad.
Fiji is still a blossoming country, so they don't have a lot of like amenities, and they don't have Dr. Pepper. If anyone in Fiji is watching, it's time, guys. It's time to accept the goodness of life and just get Dr. Pepper. If I go down there again, I will be bringing a pallet of Dr. Pepper just to
You're
show.
going to ship that?
Yes,
You're
just
going to bring a pallet of Dr. Pepper to Fiji.
I'm going to open up a whole new market for Dr. Pepper. They will sponsor the heck out of us once I open up a whole new country of people to their awesomeness.
You work on that. That's your next job. Can you tip this down?
Down.
Yeah, so like the might work.
I got it.
Just a little.
Probably. That's not it. It's this one. Oh.
That's good.
Yes. Mona Vanderell just gave us $1.
Thank you, Mona. You're
Mona,
so sweet.
You don't have to do
ever
that.
Have to give me money.
This isn't about money. Send more money.
Thanks, Mona.
What else?
You can ask whatever you want if you pay.
Does Danny play video games? Here's another good story. Why were
Why
you
does
laughing?
every question have a story with it?
Well,
there's a
isn't that about
story?
it? What am I just supposed to say? Yes, and then we're done. You have to tell the story to the answer,
right.
or else what are they asking
You're
for?
right. Tell it. Hey, can we just vent for a second?
No, we're
I
telling
am
stories.
on my period.
No, this isn't venting. This is asking questions. They didn't ask that question. You can't answer it. Don't you dare. Don't. Keep your wiles to yourself, woman. Don't do it. I'm going to tell a story, and I can't have you interfering. So, the story behind the video games. I love playing video games. They're so cool. I love the stories. I'm not an online player because I don't like to get verbally raped by 3 or 14-year-olds. Not fun. So I just play campaign stuff. However, I get so into it that I have to be really careful about which games I play because you like that. Like I got Red Dead Redemption and I was gone for like a week. Like Shanny only found me down here in the chair
Actually,
playing the
what
game.
What's Redemption? Is that Xbox?
I mean, it's a game. It's a cowboy game.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I gotta be really careful with the video game choices because I get too into it and have to finish the game. Like I got Skyrim.
He does.
I played the first level or like the first little bit of it, and I'm like, I gotta quit because I won't leave.
But that's okay. You work really hard, and you deserve to take.
But I waste so much time.
But sometimes
I could be doing so much more stuff.
Once
in a while, I'll sit down, like
take a
once
break.
a month or something. I'll sit
You
down and
work
play.
really hard for us. You deserve
I
it.
appreciate that. Anyway. La 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 la. What's the hardest thing about your job?
That's a good question. Who said that?
Benzie again. Here's the thing about my job. Another story. Are you okay with
Celtic
that?
Fairy. Okay, yes. Sorry, I'm just connecting a name
Celtic
with someone.
Fairy? That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Cool name.
I'm just connecting.
Oh.
Now I know. Yay.
And knowing is what? Half the battle.
Receiving.
No, half the battle. So, what was the question? I'm sorry. Hardest thing about my job.
Hardest thing about your job. Tell them about your job for those who don't know.
For those who don't know, I work in the film industry, and I help with every aspect of it. I like the props and the art department. Being a prop master is really, really fun. Being the art department is just as fun. And if I don't do that, I'm doing the grip and electric side. I'm getting into gaffing now too, so like lighting and setting up lights and everything for the shot. So that's really fun. I just got hired on to another show being the production designer. So I'll actually over the whole art department and the props department, and basically how it looks is up to me and the director.
He's super nervous, but he's gonna do a great.
I'm pretty nervous about it.
Great job.
And that leads to the point. Actually, there's one more other point, real quick, before I get into the point. I love this industry. I love this work. I freaking love it. It's like what I'm here to do.
Dream job. Yeah.
And it's the dream job for me. So there's no real hard parts. There's very stressful parts sometimes. But there's no real hard parts except the feeling I have of letting down the show, the crew, whatever. So I put my 100%, 110% into it, which usually means taking away from Shanny's time with me, especially, and personal time for me and all that stuff like that. Because I get on a show and I just dedicate myself to it because
he's a hard
my
worker.
motto is if the show fails, it won't be my fault type of thing. Does that make sense? So anyway, that's the hardest part is my thing of letting the show fail. So that's why I'm really nervous about this one because it's like all on me.
No, you'll do great. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do it. Remember how nervous you were the first time you did prop master, and then the first time you did whatever you just did. What was that called?
Yeah, the gaffer stuff.
The gaffer stuff. So you're gonna kill it. You kill it every time. You're gonna do great. I'm excited for you.
Is my necklace related to WoW? No, it's Fiji. I don't play WoW.
I don't know what WoW is.
World of Warcraft.
Oh.
I'm hungry.
He does paint the little men though.
That's Warhammer.
That's what you said.
No, I said Warcraft first time.
Okay.
Get your nerd on, people. Get your nerd on. What else you got for me?
How do you balance work and your relationship? Which relationship? Because he's got me and he's got Paul. So.
I love Paul.
So which one?
Let me be real cool and honest with you guys. Balance is the wrong word. Because film industry is 12-hour days minimum. And honestly, when you're on the props and art side, you come home and you work for the next day. Mm-hmm. So it's like
he's always working
on set for 12 hours minimum, and then the 2 hours beforehand and 2 hours after, sometimes all night. Just depends on what the show is asking for and how backed up you are. The relationship, honestly, like the balance of it, it comes from her. I could not do this if she wasn't supporting me all the way. It is so, I can't tell you how amazing it is to be able to show up to set and you see all these other people fighting with their spouses and stuff like that because they're gone and all this crap. to know that I have support at home, like completely, and that she loves that I love what I do, is beyond amazing. Why? You're so emotional. Judas, get over it.
Pregnant. Casey paid
Whoa.
$2.99 to ask you a question.
What? Casey? Hit me,
Danny,
Casey.
do you play games on your phone? Thank you for the money, Casey. That's
yeah,
really
Casey, you're
sweet.
so cool. Look
Thanks.
at
It's
that.
so
Casey
nice.
Zach Zick.
I don't get monetized on YouTube. My topics are too
'Cause
serious.
YouTube's great.
So it's nice when you guys do that. Thank you. But I don't ever
Thank you.
expect it. Just
Yeah, whatever.
that
It's all good.
to be clear. But thank you. That's so sweet.
So I have all these apps on my phone, and I do the things. And here's my games.
I'm rolling my eyes because you'll see something later in a dumb argument.
There's
Don't
all the
tell me right
games
now.
I have on my phone. And
Words
honestly,
isn't in there?
that's
play
because
Words?
it's on my iPad.
Oh.
And honestly, I have probably played these. Like I used to play Our World, the zombie one, like a lot when I was into it. But I have completely I haven't touched any of these in so long.
When he's on his phone, he just looks at Facebook. He's obsessed with Facebook. That's
Well-
all he does is scroll through and find funny videos on Facebook.
Well, not only that, but my Facebook is full of awesomeness because it's all about film stuff and it's all about art and all that kind of crap. Like hardly on my Facebook is not anything crappy at all. So that's why I'm on there.
I'll look for questions for you.
Oh.
Libby said, Danny, what advice would you give to the people that want to go into making movies?
Whew. What advice? You have to know going into it, it's a commitment. And the reason it's a commitment is because unlike other jobs where you just show up and do the work, and if you don't show up, they're going to just get Bob from next door to do your job for you or, cover you or whatever. There's no covering on a set. If you're not there, your job doesn't get done.
Yeah.
Whether you're the PA, whether you're the props guy, the assistant, the transpo guy, the director, the first AC, any of the jobs are all important. They are all important and they all need 100% from everybody showing up. So again, if you're sick, tough, you show up sick. If you're hurt, tough, you show up hurt.
Literally one time I had to go to the emergency room and he couldn't come with me.
Yeah, because there's
I
no
had
one,
to call
there's
my
no one to
sister,
cover.
'cause
There's
he
nobody to
couldn't
cover.
And he was down the road, but he was working. He couldn't leave.
You
So I
can't
had to
leave.
call my sister.
Because again, if you're gone, the production stops.
Yeah.
And if the production stops, guess what?
It doesn't work unless everyone's doing their
Yeah,
part.
everyone's got to be there. So if you're trying to get into the industry, be aware that you have to be 100% into it and dedicated and willing to learn. Definitely find the videos on YouTube about set etiquette. Please, for the love of Mike, find videos about set etiquette and what you're supposed to do on set. So many people just come on set and just, hey, this is a party. Well, we're trying to work here and get stuff done. You're standing in the middle of the road chatting it up with somebody that you shouldn't be.
The first time
really aggravating.
The first time I came to visit him on set, I was wearing flip flops and they were rolling, and I walk in, and everyone turns around and looks at me, and he's like, "Babe, take your damn shoes off. You
No
can't do
noise."
that."
Yeah.
So I took off my flip flops and just like tippy-toed.
Turn your phone off. Put it on silent. Keep your
That was pretty
jinglies
funny.
and stuff down.
Didn't they have to like end the scene and start over?
Oh, yeah.
Because
No, we had
when
to do
I
another.
walked
We
in-
had to do another take. That burned a roll. So thanks, babe.
Sorry. Okay, this is so funny. Jade,
Anyway, that's my suggestion.
yeah,
Sorry, go
that's
ahead.
good. Jade Chalk said, "What is your smallest weakness? Like, I can't use a stapler to save my life, and I suck at making bacon." That she's giving you examples of her smallest weakness.
My smallest
She can't use a
weakness?
stapler, and she sucks at making bacon. So, what's your smallest weakness?
I'm not a very good cook. Like I can cook stuff, but I'm not like good at it. Like, not really good at it at all.
He's good at making 3 things.
I can make the things that I like to
can
make. I can make
Swedish pancakes
like nobody's
homemade
business.
mac and cheese,
I can make homemade mac and cheese.
and
Ramen.
ramen.
I could do ramen pretty
Nachos.
damn good.
You
Nachos.
can
I'm
do
pretty good at
nachos.
nachos. Yeah. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I'm the cook in our
I'm not a very
family.
good cook, and I really should
And
be
I'm a
because
really good cook though, so it
Yeah.
works. It's
it actually works. I put her to work.
Works
Like when
out.
I got to bring food to set, like for props, Like I've had her cook full like turkey dinners to bring like
That was
Thanksgiving.
so stupid. I had to freaking cook a whole Thanksgiving meal and we couldn't eat any of it.
No.
What a waste of time to cook that
Guess
turkey.
guess what? Nobody ate any of it because it stood on the table for 8 hours while we were filming the family do their thing. It was all.
Why did you buy a freaking fake one?
Because the fake one looked fake.
That whole turkey went to waste.
I don't care.
Anyway.
It's a prop at that point. So.
Brianna said, every time I do laundry, something goes wrong. I guess that's my weakness.
I can do laundry. I'm real good at that.
Let's see.
Just like the Danny show, dude.
I know. Yeah, you can ask me stuff too now. It's just rare that he's here, so ask both of us things, you know.
Are you going to get another birth?
She means bird.
You can barely handle those 3
Did you know that
feathered
they make,
reptiles in there.
if I can't get another bird, I want a cat. It's time.
Absolutely
I
not.
need the
We can't have
blue
cats in here.
Russian
No. We can't have cats in here. I refuse.
You refuse.
It's already messy enough. I can't have a cat like leaving its crap all over the
It's
place.
not messy. Only the top floor is messy. So can I get another bird then?
Yeah, great.
I don't have any plans to get another bird.
No cats.
I don't think
That's not based on my hatred of cats. I don't want a cat messing everything up in here.
going forward with the birds, the way it's kind of worked with us is we started with one bird, then we were given another, and so then, you know, 2 birds got used to having each other. So then when one died, we would replace the one that died. And then I went out and got a third randomly when he was, were you out of town or something? I don't know. And so now it's like, if one dies, I don't know if I'll replace it. But if 2 died, then we'll replace one. So there's never an alone bird again,
Yeah.
but I don't know if we should do 3 at once anymore.
I don't know if we should do 4 at once.
There's too much fighting and jealousy
They
between
fight.
them and
Yeah.
sex and humping
Yeah.
each other all day long, and it's just madness.
Yeah.
It was just better when we only had 2. But I would die if any of my birds died. So no, I'm never gonna have the need to get another bird because they're not gonna die ever again. I've decided.
There you go. What else we got? There's some good ones for you, some juicy ones I saw.
Okay, go for it. Look for it.
Pokemon Girl says, "Hey Shanny, how can I help my friend who just recently opened up to me about her self-harming and cutting herself, and how can I help her? What can I do?" That's a good question.
It's a very good
Isn't that
question.
hard? It's so freaking hard to see your friends
Yeah.
hurt themselves.
I feel like I answer this question every single live stream, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's what it's
Like,
for.
we need to keep banging it into each other's heads what to do in these situations. I think it's really important to, again, encourage them and not make them feel bad about it. Like, so like, for instance, when I started cutting at 13, I would cut on my arms because I wanted to do it for attention, but I also, you know, it was, I don't know, it was just a weird thing. And so a friend would come up to me and she would be like, "What happened to your arm?" And where was I going with this? What was her question?
What advice can you give her? What can she do to
Oh.
help?
I had a friend who was like, "If you don't stop, I'm going to do this and this and this. If you don't stop doing that, then I'm going to start doing that to myself. If you don't stop doing that, then I'm going to not talk to you for a week," or whatever, like just kind of started punishing. I would steer clear of that if you're younger. When you're an adult, it's different, but if you're still younger and going through school, it's really important to not like shame them for it. So just tell them, just go up to them and be like, "Hey," if they know that you know, then, or if they don't, just alter this conversation to whichever it is. But so if they do know that you know, just be like, "Hey, I just want you to know that I love you and I'm here for you if you ever need a shoulder to cry on or talk to." And then if they don't know that you know, then do the exact same thing. Be like, "Hey, I love you. I have a feeling you're struggling and I'm here if you want to talk." And just tell them over and over and over and over and over how much you believe in them. Just encourage, encourage, encourage. Do not punish, do not shame, any of that. Just encourage and love and all the things. I'm a major cat person too. Thank you, Casey. See, Casey's a cat person.
You can be a cat person, just not In here.
You would allow a dog here.
Actually, I don't think so. I'm pretty happy without.
Lies.
No, I mean it would be cool.
You're saying that to
No,
prove your point.
I'm not even kidding. Think of the mess
Liar,
that we
liar,
make
balls
now,
on
like
fire.
triple that by an animal. I mean, you see those birds make a mess in there all the time. Think of that like all over the place.
That's true.
Like, sorry, dog, I
But
love
cats
you,
don't
but
do
I
that.
can't.
Cats don't do that. Dogs do that. I don't think you understand cats because the only
I
hold on.
completely
To be
understand
fair,
cats.
The only cats that you grew up with,
Cats are of the devil, and
the
they want to
only
destroy
cats
stuff.
that you grew up with hated you because your family hates cats.
I don't hate
So
them.
if they
They're
came
just fun to
around, they
shoot.
would treat
It's
them like
different.
crap.
I don't hate deer, but I like to shoot them too.
You're an idiot. You're gonna get in so much trouble now that you just said that you shot cats. Did you really shoot cats? I will divorce you over this. Like, I'll leave you over that. You've shot cats before? On purpose?
Well, I mean, it got in the way.
Of?
My gun.
You're an idiot.
I've never shot a cat. That would be cruel.
I would literally divorce you if you did.
I've never shot a cat. I'm serious, I've never shot a cat.
Okay, please don't shoot things.
What?
Don't even shoot deer.
Why? They're so tasty.
But they're real cute though.
They're
Let's
not
get
that
into
cute.
Let's
When
not
you get
into
up and
that.
personal and they're all like tick, flea infested.
Okay, we're pissing people off. Let's
Oh,
move on.
okay. Sorry. My bad.
You can get a jog this straight. Anyway, my point with cats.
Right.
You're not listening.
I'm looking at the comments.
No, the cowmans.
The comments.
A cat is quiet.
No. You remember that little runt we got that one
Well, yeah,
time?
they're loud at the beginning, but all babies are, just like humans. You want one of those?
You're considering
What if-
that one too.
Would you rather have a kitten or a baby?
A cat will be cheaper,
Exactly. My point.
but a baby we can dress up in Iron Man stuff and teach to shoot cats.
No. You need to edit that part of yourself. That's not gonna go into our parenting.
Right.
He's doing all this to piss me off today. He doesn't even mean any of this. He's just trying to piss me off. You're really good at that.
I'm pretty good at that today.
Yeah, that's one of your many talents.
I do have a good talent for pissing her off.
It's okay, I piss him off too.
Do you realize, guys, next month, me and Shanny here will be married for 15 years?
Not just next month, it's in like a week or less. What's today?
The 29th?
It's this weekend. Wait.
No. Monday. Monday?
Oh, it is the weekend. Tuesday. Our anniversary's on Tuesday. What are we doing?
Huh?
Because I'm sure you have something planned because it's our 15th wedding anniversary.
I sure do.
What is it? Tell us now.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
No, we want to know. Tell
what
us.
if you want to do a live while we're
Oh, it's fine.
Ow.
It's our anniversary. They'll understand. Won't smell like root beer.
I didn't smell
That's all I've
anything.
eaten today.
Sadly, because
I need to eat.
this last job I had to paint a lot of stuff gray. I didn't have a lot of time, so I just had to use rattle cans. And even
Smells
though
so good.
and even though I have my mask on,
It smells so good.
I'm pretty sure I got like super.
That's why you're hyper all the time. You are high off of all the fumes that you work with every day.
And
And then you get mad at me for sniffing markers.
because you can't handle it.
What? I'm the best handling sniffer marker person. I've been doing it since I was 13 years old. Probably younger than that. Don't question my marker sniffing skills ever again.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
For the record, Libby, I actually had something planned. Thank you.
What is it?
I can't tell you, or it won't be a surprise.
Well, do I need to pack a bag?
Probably.
Do I need to take certain meds for certain dinner? Where are we eating?
I've got that covered.
Oh, because I have to take certain meds for certain foods.
I understand.
So which meds will I need?
Something along the Chinese fried stuff.
You're taking me to teppanyaki?
Now it's spoiled.
Yay!
Now we can't go.
Dad, that's my favorite. And I begged him to get it today. We should have gone and celebrated today. What were you
We
thinking?
really should have.
Yeah, because you're going to be
I'm gonna
busy
be like
next
busy
week.
as
How about
hell.
tomorrow night?
Let's do it tomorrow night.
We'll go see the movie.
Okay.
Aladdin.
Yes.
And go get food.
For the record. For the record, we went to a place called Stein Erikson's on our honeymoon. A really amazing place.
You were going to look at that?
I looked it up.
How much?
It hurts.
Like $1,200 a night?
No.
How much was it?
Like 5.
$500 a night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My stepdad spoiled us
We
on
got
our honeymoon.
super spoiled on
I'm
our
so
honeymoon.
grateful. Like, he really
Thanks,
spoiled
Rob.
us. Thank
Thank
Rob.
you.
He sent us to like the best hotel with the best restaurant. I would order like 10 creme brulees
Like
every
in the
day.
middle of the night.
Yeah, like
Like 3 in the
always.
morning, she'd call up.
Their chefs
Hi,
are always awake.
Can I have a creme brulee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a full
Ding dong.
kitchen. It was like a full suite with a hot tub on the backyard, which you guys know about from one of
You
my
know that
stories.
story.
By the way, not a lot of people watch that. Not as much as I thought.
Amazing.
Do I need to just put blowjob in the title for people to watch?
No, because then they'll get flagged and then it'll get all.
See, oh, did you
Messed
hear? Day in the life of overweight anorexic got taken down again.
I'm telling you, dude.
And the blowjob story didn't. And guess what else?
Of course it did.
The other day, I was in a really dark YouTube hole. I shouldn't have done it. And I came across a video of someone committing suicide on camera, shot through his mouth with the bullet, right through his mouth into the top, and watched it all bleed out. It was a politician that did it years and years and years ago. Have you seen it?
No, thank
And
you.
that's on YouTube. It showed everything. It showed everything.
I have reservations about certain things, but we're on it, so I probably shouldn't say it.
And why was mine taken? What? Because I showed my belly in that?
No.
Because I spit out
No.
some burger?
No.
Like
Because I'll tell you why. You don't want to know it though.
Will Danny get a blowjob for her anniversary?
Yeah, tell us now. What's your plan? What's
If
your plan? You got a
it's-
plan?
That kind.
No.
For sure. It's really easy to do.
I have my reservations about this platform that we're on right now.
Tell them why.
No.
Tell them what we thought about today.
Oh.
Sort of. I wanted to get an iPad. I wanted to do an iPad giveaway for when I hit 100,000. We still might. That could be another 10 years because I've been stuck at 90 like my whole life. Just
YouTube
kidding.
has been.
I'm grateful. Don't
No,
get me wrong.
if I get onto it, dude, I'm gonna get into it. I don't want to.
You really think YouTube is watching our live right now?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
But the title is perfectly fine, and so they're not going to care to watch. They only watch ones with trigger words like anorexia and
YouTube is
depression.
unsubscribing people from channels without them knowing. I've been unsubscribed from Shanny's channel before without my knowing. I had to resubscribe,
I've been
which
losing
is
50
bullcrap.
subscribers a day
Yeah.
at least, and it's stupid.
Granted, she hasn't been as consistent as she has been, but still, 50 a day, that doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
it's
That's
not
an
normal.
algorithm bullcrap.
Yeah, because
Another thing,
I used to only
they
make twice a week.
only like political stuff, which is probably why that gunshot dude is on there because, hey, it's political, so we back that
No,
up.
they also
Yes.
like fun stuff. It's
Oh,
not-
yeah, like bullcrap fun stuff.
yeah.
They don't want to have anything serious on here.
Yeah.
And they want to cap people's creativity and
Mm-hmm.
outlet for stuff like this. It's happened all over this type of community. So many people have had their channels just basically scrubbed because they don't like the thought or the talk about it. Thank you, YouTube. Sorry.
It's just stupid. It just blows my mind.
It's stupid. We're trying to help. We're trying to help people and educate people about this bull crap and take you through our personal lives. What it's for! YouTube! Not your tube, YouTube. Our tube, YouTube. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, so everyone make sure you're subscribed to me, please, because I keep
Well,
losing
not
people,
really.
like every day. Like,
Yeah.
check if you care enough.
Bull crap.
It's just annoying. I'm just starting to get frustrated because I don't want to sound spoiled, but like I got used to how YouTube works, which is that you
It's
keep
not
growing.
spoiled. You do a
You
lot
keep
of
growing,
work
you
to
keep
put
growing
yeah.
and growing and growing,
And-
and now I've just been declining.
And you put a lot of work into it, which is why you were growing and growing.
Well, but also I only did like 2
Dumb.
videos a week back then, and now I'm doing 3 or 4 a week. So
Oh.
I just think my content isn't as good, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Aaron, like that. Just like that. That's bull crap. It's so stupid. Like either be for everybody or don't be for anybody. Like that's what it should be. But it's not working. Anyway. Oh, okay.
I miss you too, daughter. How are you? Now that you know you can have children, what was the rest of that? Now that you know you can have children, do you want to, and how many? Yes,
Yes, and
I
one.
mean, we've gone back and forth because realistically, we've been used to no
0.
kids, and for 15 years being married and just us together. So it would be a big thing, but
a little human in here. How's that gonna even
I know.
work?
But like when we first got married, that was, you know, that all matched up. Like, yeah, of course we want kids and work our way up to getting a house someday and all that stuff. But obviously things went in a different direction and it got hard. And that's what she said. And so, but now if we do, realistically, we'll probably only have one, but I would like two if we do. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yes.
If at all, I think we'll have one, just because I'm getting old and my body's already really screwed up. And so unless like God
maybe we'll
unless
score
God
and
to
have
gives,
twins.
yeah, unless He decides to give me twins, I wouldn't mind
Watch
twins.
you get like quintuplets.
I know, right? I wouldn't mind twins because you wouldn't know the difference if you're not if you're a new mom
if you're like
anyway.
your first
you're not even gonna like realize that it's twice
like
the
Abby,
work.
your cousin,
Yeah,
she just
Abby,
had twins.
yeah.
She doesn't know.
Right.
She's like,
right.
yeah, this is great.
Like, it's still hard, but it's not. You know.
Yep.
You're not basing it off the last pregnancy because you've never done it. So the answer is yes, we want kids. We don't know when, but we're trying, and we're not trying. So we're not preventing, is what I mean.
We're not preventing.
We're not preventing, and so we're sort of trying. We're trying to time it when I'm ovulating, but it's
we're
really
not really
hard
sure when
to,
that ends,
yeah,
though, because
it's hard to tell when I'm ovulating.
she's all over the place.
Because I keep bleeding, so the next step is a DNC, and then we'll go from there, which is a surgery. That's okay, Shy. It's so good to see you, my dear.
What's scooping?
I didn't tell you that?
No. Is it a bad thing?
No.
Is it a good thing?
Scooping.
Oh, scooping, yes. Sorry.
Because the way we have sex, I made a video about it. Go watch it if you want. His stuff ends up near my hole. So I've been like,
no, yeah, don't go watch the video.
His stuff
don't
and just like scooping
geez.
in it.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Shanny, how did you cope with baby fever when you didn't feel mentally healthy enough to raise a child?
That's a really loaded question.
That's a loaded question.
I'm curious.
Do you want to know my?
Yeah, I want to know your
my
point of
view
view.
was.
I would love to know.
Okay.
It's rough.
All you guys out there, give me a hey.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey.
So.
Oh, there's some guys here. Not many.
There you go. Thank you. What? Pokemon girl? That don't make no sense, but rock on. Oh, hey, nice. Nice. Hey, guys. Okay. So, generally, the 40 people that are here, 39, 38, 37, whatever, are women. So, I'm going to give you the guy's point of view. Don't hate me.
Well, they're asking my specific situation.
Right, but my view of your situation.
Yeah.
And this is truth, okay? It sucks to watch your loved one feel like she has one purpose on this earth and that being taken away from her or withheld from her or whatever. And then her mental status at that point literally convincing her that she deserved not to have children because of the actions of the things she was doing at the time. Does that make sense? And as the male in a male-female relationship, that is heartbreaking to watch. Because as a male, we have work, we have hobbies, we have our wives, we have lots of things.
So do women.
No, yeah, but
we should be clear. I wanted that. Like,
yeah, yeah.
It's not all women's only purpose. Women can do anything.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But in your specific thing, your plan was get married, have a child.
That's what I wanted.
That's what your plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what you've always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, females, you're females, and you're the only ones that can have babies in this world. Sorry, that's how it works. That's how it works. Not my fault, not your fault, not anybody's fault. That's just how it works. And I'm sure all of you at one point have had that feeling, that urge, that hardwired whatever in your brain saying, oh, I better have a child. I need to have a child. I would like to have a child. Whatever that thought process is. Maybe it's fleeting, maybe it's momentary, maybe it's good, maybe it comes true, whatever the case is. And sadly, for us men, really, all we can do is watch and help and support and love however we can.
Can you do great at that?
Can
you do great at that?
Well, I appreciate that. So it sucks watching that mental state of hers pretty much destroy herself because of something that maybe her body just can't do. We don't know. Yeah. So it sucks. That's my point. That was my point of view.
Well, that's my point of view too, is that I just felt so... But I was also really careful to not ever make anybody else feel bad for getting pregnant. Like, I had a few friends that also couldn't get pregnant like me, and they would like make their siblings feel bad. I mean, you can't make anyone feel bad, but they would like make it about them. If their sibling got pregnant, they would like act sad about it in front of the sibling and make the sibling feel bad. And it's like, let them celebrate this. This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I'm always really careful, because every time we've had to go through another sibling, combined we have, how many siblings?
Siblings?
Yeah. So you have...
Well, you have 4,
no,
5, and I have 5, so that's 10.
So we have 10 siblings, and we've had to, so 20 siblings with the siblings-in-law. And we had to watch each couple as they got pregnant every single time. And it was rough. They each have a lot of kids, and so every single time it was hard for me, but I would never tell them that because it's not their fault. They did nothing wrong, and I don't want to take away the attention from what they're going through. So I just try to just be happy for people, and sometimes I have to put on a mask, and sometimes I don't. So it just depends, but it's gotten easier over the years, obviously. But yeah, it was definitely really, really, really hard at first, for sure, for a long time actually. How long were you together before you got married? You were together for...
Like officially together?
Literally, exactly. We got married exactly 7 months after we got together. Because it was January 2nd.
Yeah.
And then we got married July 2nd. People in Utah get married fast. That's normal.
That's how we do it.
Most people get married in a couple months.
Or years.
Seriously. No, a couple months. In Utah. It goes fast.
Oh, in months. Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. And that's okay if you don't want kids. That's the thing. Like,
don't get me wrong. Yeah. I wasn't trying to like. It's not a force thing. It was just a observation.
Yeah, just my situation. I wanted it. Okay, let's take a few more, and then we're gonna go and have our date night. One of them. Do we get 2 date nights in a row?
Yes.
Are you taking?
Happy anniversary. Happy pre-anniversary. You think our 13 years would figure this out? Ew.
Don't tell anyone I'm married.
Kissing show.
Cooties. Cooties.
I do have cooties. Big ones.
I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. Do you have any advice on how to get that ring? Haha.
Yeah.
Again.
Slap him in the face and say, get out or ring it up.
Well, and we're very different here in Utah. Our culture is so different. We're
really different.
Because you know, in our religion, which most people are around here, we don't have sex before marriage, and so obviously people want to hurry and get married so they can have sex and
Right.
make love to each other.
Right.
So it goes fast here.
It's cultural here.
But what would you say, like, if you weren't LDS or just as a regular guy, and just imagine it, that you have a girlfriend, do you guys have sex? I'm assuming everybody does.
So there's an analogy out there.
So like, what would you need to, what would you do?
If I was the guy? Here's the problem.
Now, what can she do?
Oh, yeah.
To freaking get him to get some balls and put a ring on it.
Right. Let me tell you about the man's brain. Okay?
This could take all night.
Absolutely not. It's a man's brain. It's not that difficult.
Well, I'm gonna get a snack because
we are pretty straight, one line at a time thinkers.
True.
Okay? So, and don't take this offensively. Anybody don't take this offensively. All right? Including the guys. Just, it's how we are. When we're getting what we want, why change it? Why change the circumstance? Why change jobs? Why change the food? Why change the drink? Why change our clothes? If we're getting what we want, why change? Why propose if I'm already getting what I want out of the relationship? Does that make sense? I know it's kind of touchy. So I think it's kind of more up to you to say, hey, you're not getting what you want anymore until we step it up a level. Does that make sense? And that can be anything. That can be anything from, you know, support, financial support, the intimate time, whatever you want to call it. You know, but that's just it. Guys are just like that. And honestly, if he's going to be worth it to you, or if you're worth it to him, it's not going to be a problem. Say, hey, we need to get married. He's going to be like, oh, okay, let's do that. Because that'll make sense. And especially if you kind of lay down the law, like, hey, you're not getting anything else until we step it up. And he's going to be like, oh,
so what, guilt
that's
trip
the next.
him?
No, make it, again, we're not talking about guilt tripping. We're just talking about making something very complicated, like marriage, simple so that a guy can understand it. Oh, I want A, I have to do B. Sorry, I want B, so I have to do A to get to B. Because right now, all that you've shown him and all he's getting is A, so he's happy. He doesn't even know that there's a B because he doesn't care. So does that make sense? You got to make him care about B. Hey, this has to happen for if you want B. That makes that anyway. There you go.
That's not all guys, but
Not all guys, most guys. And yeah, look, yeah, Shy Coles says my parents have been together for 17 years and they aren't married.
awesome.
Some couples don't need it.
No, it's okay.
And that's probably
Each
something
their
that
own.
they've decided. But that question that came from it says she wants to be married, right? And she wants advice on how to get the guy to step it up. That's all that was. I'm not saying you have to. If that's what the relationship wants,
If it works
then-
for you to
then
not
do
be married,
that,
then don't
yeah.
get married.
if the relationship isn't going to work like that, then don't do it. There's no point. But that's a relationship type of thing. So I guess the real advice is, girl, talk to your guy and see where the relationship needs to go, you know? Because you have the right, just as he does, to figure it out. Good question. I hope that helped. I'm so smart.
Okay, Libby said, Shanny, do you think that waiting for marriage is beneficial, or is it just a cultural norm? Well, it's definitely a cultural norm.
Cultural norm here.
But
I do think it's beneficial.
I do. Yeah, I don't judge anybody if they have sex outside of marriage.
No,
I've never
That's not what
I
it
never
is. That's
will.
not what it's about.
That's their story. But for me personally, I'm really glad that I waited for Danny. It just made it more special that way, you know?
Well, I think another thing, taking kind of the religion out of it, I think you're more dedicated to that person, you know?
Not necessarily. I think it's all personal.
No, I think,
To
well,
each
I
their
think
own.
there's I guess the connection is more solid that way, you know? Having waited, having saved, if you will, for your one person, you know what I mean? Like I there isn't any other girl in the world that I even want to be associated with, really, in that way, because of the how dedicated I am to Shanny. Thank you. Because I waited, you know.
Yeah. But to each their own.
Thanks for the $1.99, Casey.
Casey
Aw.
again, what the heck, dude?
You have me on Facebook.
Or
Thank
girl?
you, Casey. You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
Meow.
Meow. But don't get into marriage because you think it's right. That's true. Yeah. Again, if the relationship needs it, then do it. If it doesn't work for the relationship and you still want the relationship, then don't do it. Because then if it doesn't work out, then you have a whole new, you know.
By the way, can I just say again, we've said this a bajillion times, but it's hard to have a relationship. It's never going to be perfect. You don't ever expect to be perfect. That was my mistake.
Yeah.
That's why I almost divorced you a year in when we had a little problem.
Yeah. Because you thought it was supposed to be this perfect, never-ending story
Yeah.
of
And
awesomeness.
if it's not perfect, then we're getting divorced.
Right.
Like, oh, so much we've
Yeah,
learned. The
go-
things we've been through together. That's why our
Mhm.
marriage works. We've learned sacrifice and compromise and
Mhm.
patience and encouragement, love.
Go into it knowing that it's work. Because
Yeah,
even in
prepare for
even
that.
in our very good relationship,
Mhm.
we work at it. We subconsciously, consciously, every day make the decision, I'm going to love and support this person.
Mhm.
And it's hard work sometimes.
Mhm.
It really is. And there are expectations from both ends that we probably fail all the time.
Mhm.
And we either let it go or we address it and we figure it out and move on.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
Be careful with that expectations word too. Don't go into it with no expectations except on your end. I expect
Yeah.
myself to be the best at being a husband for her. I don't want anything back. If I get stuff back, great. You know,
Mhm.
as a woman, probably this should be the same thing. I'm not going into this to be the best wife I can be. If I get anything back, great. Bonus. It should be, you know, that someone actually just said it in there, 50-50 stuff, and I actually don't agree with that at all. It's 100%, 100%.
100.
100. She gives 100, I give 100. That's how it works.
Thank you for the $2.79.
Melanie B.
Melanie. Gosh, you guys are so sweet.
That's such an odd number of money to give.
No, I love it.
It's
It's such an odd number.
Like,
She can take it back if you want.
no. I'm just. It's
I know.
just $2.79. It's like,
$2.79.
okay.
Yeah,
I didn't think that would be like an option. I wanted to, you
You
know.
guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that, really.
Yeah. See, next said it's a project. Do everything together, 50-50. Nope. Because you're only giving 50%, which means you're keeping your 50% of you to yourself. Give 100%, 100%. That way, if anything slacks on either end, you're still making it work 100%. Does that make sense? Oh boy, that one just exploded on you. That's like chocolate and berries everywhere.
Rude.
Aaron, you didn't miss much. I just gave the best advice ever. Sorry.
That's sweet. Read that.
Which one?
Read Libby's.
Libby, I really appreciate how you guys are with your relationship. A lot of people could benefit from seeing more real relationships. Oh, thank you. And for the record,
Live and learn.
yeah,
You can do
it's
it too.
a live and learn thing. This isn't just come around. Like we worked at this. However, I would like you guys to know that I know a lot of social media stuff only projects the very best of what your life is, right? Oh, I look super good in this, or look at my plate of food, or my car, or blah blah blah. Right? We're only getting the cream of the goodness here. I will tell you 100% honestly, this is what we are. I push her buttons all day. She pushes mine. You know, our little baby talk kissy thing. That's all normal. This is
Always do that.
us all the time. So just be aware that we're being real with you.
Even though, like, I feel like I used to try and be different couples. Like, I used to try and be what my sister had, or what my brother had, or it took a while for us to, like, establish our own relationship.
Oh, sure.
Because it was hard for me to do that.
And I think a lot of that comes from growing up, you know. You grew up, she was the baby, so she saw all of these examples, if you will, of how to do it, right? Her being the baby, she this is how you do it in school. This is how you do life. This is how you drive a car. This is how you get married. This is how you fight. Blah 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 blah.
Before Julia was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's.
But technically, yes.
That's what I mean. Where I was the firstborn in my family, so I was the one kind of leading the way. I was the one that was teaching how to do stuff to my siblings and whatnot. So I think a lot of that kind of mentality comes from you're growing up and you're training whatever you got. I'm on the ball, dude. Damn. Should have
so
more of
humble.
these. And I am humble. I'm the humblest damn person I know. Just
Let's
kidding.
see.
Just kidding.
Looking for some questions.
We're 26 and a half years with 3 kids. I tell you newlywed kids that you will fall in and out of love many times in a marriage. Marriage is a lot to give and take. Absolutely, Karina.
I will say though that I don't think I've ever fallen out of love with you. Maybe like in love, like, but I still loved you.
Sure,
but not in love.
Right. Like you're probably
You
no matter
felt-
what we go through, we'll probably always love each other.
Yeah,
Like you know.
that's true.
I'll always love my good friends
I think
or
you've
that
fallen
kind of
out
thing.
in love with me.
Oh,
once, too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that actually helps because once you kind of
Mhm.
retract
to
a little
start
bit,
over
not on
and refresh
purpose,
it,
but
yeah.
you're like, oh man, I really love this. You kind of
Yeah.
reciprocates
I'm gonna
for
fight
you.
harder because I love this about that
Right.
person.
Oh, thank you, Rachel or Rochelle, however you want to say your name. We're reading the comments. Sorry, we know this sucks. I was married 6 times, and Dad was married 3 times. 3 siblings married twice each. Wow, that's a lot of marriages. Good. I mean, that's great.
Okay, we're gonna take one more question. So send
Hey-o.
them in, and I'm gonna look for one. Do you want to end on one, and I'll end on one? So
Audible books are the
send
bomb.
questions to
True.
Danny first, and he's gonna pick the last one for him to answer, and then I'll answer one, and then we'll go. Deal? Because we got to go eat dinner and stuff.
I am starving. Yes, deal.
Okay. So you look for a question for you. For you, you can look at other ones.
Oh yeah.
You
So
have to
wait,
choose the
I'm
first
sorry.
one.
I missed. What are the rules again? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a good one though.
Wait, which one?
You're answering one last question for you.
Okay.
Here, do this one.
From Helen?
Yeah.
Okay, Helen P says, I have a question for Danny. Have you ever felt nervous about confronting Shanny when she's having
Comforting.
a bad no.
Wait,
is
do
that
you mean-
is that comforting or confronting?
She said it's spelled comforting, but do you mean comforting or do you mean confronting? Probably both.
I'm gonna go both. Watch this. Double banger. Absolutely. Because I know that my wife Shanny is somewhere in there, but when her eating disorder or anxiety or anything like that has completely taken over, I gotta fight somebody that I love and try not to hurt at the same time. Does that make sense? Not hurt physically, none of this is physical, but when she gets in those places, it's not her really, and I'm sure that can be the same with me if I go into a mood or when I get mad at something or whatever. It's not really me. That's just the expression of what's going on inside me out, It's just the beast within type of thing. So yeah, there are definitely times when I get nervous. And I hate to say it, to my everlasting shame, there are times that I don't, because I don't want to get into the fight. I don't have the strength, or I don't have the patience, or I don't have whatever it takes at that point, and I back off and I retreat. I try not to. That's my main goal, is try not to, or maybe I'll even replace it with love and support, and hopefully that kind of works, But yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Nerves are a big thing when you're facing down your loved one who has a demon inside them trying to kill you. Not really, but you know what I mean.
It feels like that though.
Kind of, I mean, kill her almost. It's just, yeah. Anyway. So yes, absolutely. Good question. Thank you. Hope that helped.
Okay, guys, send me one last question. I'm going to pick one last and then we're going to go.
Accepting your body, getting this without some controlling you. That was a good one.
Okay, so
are you gonna do the cleaning video? I think it would help you a lot. So
Cleaning video?
yeah, the declutter issue
Oh, right.
that I had an anxiety attack about.
Mm-hmm.
Danny has been very sweet. We were gonna do it tonight, but then we decided just to relax
We
together because
tired.
he's had a really, really long week and I've had a stressful week. So, but he's agreed to help me. For those that don't know what I'm talking about,
Including me.
where I told you all of this. Yeah, the clutter thing.
Well, I know about that. I didn't know you were going to video it.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about possibly, but I don't know if I will. Like, showing people so that it will.
They're going to
be
think you're a
accountable
hoarder.
to do it. Oh, I know I'm a hoarder.
No.
They already know.
For the record.
No, I'm a hoarder.
No, you're not. Because you don't keep trash. Like actual trash.
Well, I don't keep it.
There's
but
trash
I don't
around,
empty it
but it's not.
often.
Well, yeah, but that's different because it's like 3 floors up, and I don't even have the heart to do that sometimes.
I know.
We're high functioning hoarders. We like keeping our stuff.
We're both artists, and so
And
we
we're both
both
artists.
have that brain of like messy is good when you're an artist. Like that just means that because when you're doing a project or anything, it's like you're moving on so fast to the next thing that you don't care to go back and clean up after yourself, or you know what I mean? Like all you're focused on is like the end goal and the end project to get it done. Like
That's why I don't video a lot of my builds because I'm going too fast. I can't. It'll take me like 100 times as long to finish a project if I videoed it. And here's how you do this, and this is it, you know. And then I'd be like, just in camera and showing you. I'd rather just get it done because I got to get it done. So.
Anyway, so I'll let you know. I'm still thinking about it. Let me know if you guys want me to film any of it, because maybe it would be good. I don't know. It'd be embarrassing. It'd be extremely embarrassing, but
like you haven't embarrassed yourself before on YouTube.
Not lately. I haven't. Oh yes, I have. Did you see my last video?
I was gonna watch it, but I was so
My weight gain
tired.
video?
I was so tired.
I
the
put
other
a
night.
picture of me with those blue short shorts,
Yeah.
my sports bra, and nothing else.
Oh, I saw that picture. You look beautiful. You do.
He's never like. Even when I was filming that video, I cut this out of it, but when I was filming, he heard me and he was like, "And she looks even better," or something like that.
Oh,
While I was
that's right.
filming,
Yeah,
I was saying that
You're like,
I
I gained so much weight. Yeah.
You said something sweet like that. He's just so sweet. It makes me sick.
It's just truth. It's just truth,
I don't know
guys.
how he does it. He's amazing.
It's just truth. Truth is easy to say and yell.
Yeah. Well, this was fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna go have our date, and I'll probably go live later on Instagram. So come join. I might. We'll see. I might. Be sure you go follow my private account on Instagram. That's where I've been doing my lives now. It's called Pringle in my Dinger. Oh my gosh, can someone type it out for me?
Pringle in my dingle.
And there's an underscore in between each word. So Pringle underscore in underscore my underscore dingle. Go follow that account. It's a private account. So I'll check you out and I'll add you if I feel like you.
She's gonna check you out.
Yeah, but the main reason for it that I stopped going live on my main page on Instagram was just because I wanted a place where I could be a little bit more open and not censor myself, like in case my nieces and nephews are watching, or my family, and I curse like a sailor and I cry sometimes, and
Thank you, Brianna.
I don't want to worry them. I just need a vent sometimes, and every time I cry they just get over worried. They're very protective and stuff, so I kind of just made it just for the Instafam, just for the Shanny Fannies is the private account. So that's where I've been going live lately. So come and follow.
I think we should do more YouTube lives. These have been a little bit more.
They're fun.
Active.
I mean, they're fun, but I just don't know if other people like them as much as I do.
Maybe I should come on more.
I love doing live streams. It's one of my favorite things to do because I get to connect with them and talk.
Yeah, like
to
right
them.
away.
Yeah, I love going live. It's the best. All right, guys, I need to go eat. I'm about to pass out. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. We love you, and you are beautiful.
You're worth it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I saw the
too.
comment of what's a dingle, and I was like, oh boy, I could answer this, but I don't want to.
You'll have to find
Let's
out.
try that again.
Okay, so I love you, and remember forever and always that you're beautiful.
You're worth it.
And I am too. Thanks for watching. Bye. You're gonna have to press the X.
Pressing X, copy.
I love you guys. See you tonight on Insta.
Oh.
See you in a couple days for a video.